Hey guys, it's T Simone, host of Pink Cozy Couch. Now, yes, we are not sitting on the pink couch right now, but it's coming, I really promise. So it's pre Pink Cozy Couch, PPCC. And I am with the amazing, the funny, the intelligent, and the witty Shad Fer.
Oh, no, keep going, please.
Oh my god.
Yes, let me know.
Shad, anyways.
You were given adjectives?
No,
Okay, fine. Yeah.
no. How you doing today?
I'm great, I'm cool. How are you?
I'm excellent, so I'm very happy to be here. How about you?
Same, I'm ecstatic. I'm loving the pink. I'm loving the vibes. Like I'm good. I'm energized.
Of course. So, of course, I know you.
hmm
But for our audience, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'd like to think that I live and breathe creativity. At this point, if we could call it a religion, it's a religion because I wake up and all I could think about is I realize and I recognize that I'm blessed with the energy for my passion. Like in other words, because some people would call it talent, but it took a lot of work and a lot of effort to develop the skills and things that I do and implement into my life. So I think the real talent is just the fact that I want to do it so bad that I'm willing to go through the hardships in order to get good at it. And so I'm just someone that creates music, I create films. As of late, people like to take pictures of me. I love fashion and how fashion could be a language and be attached to my expression, but all things creative. And I guess to sum it all up, I feel like creativity is one of the most powerful gifts we have as humans. And so anyone that's able to take something that didn't exist and turn it into something that now does exist, that's a powerful privilege. And I'm someone that respects that privilege every day.
So, tell me, was there ever a time? Because people often tell us, like, hey, stick to your niche, just do this one thing.
Mhm.
Was there ever a time someone told you that?
All the time, every time I do something new. Wait, shout out to my mommy. Every time I do something new, my mommy is be like, "You sure you want beads in your hair?" Then a couple weeks later, she's be like, "I love these beads." She's like, "You sure you want these things in your teeth?" And then literally a couple days later, she's like, "I actually really like these things in your teeth." So like, all the time, people tell me what I shouldn't do or to stick to one thing. But then luckily, the people closely within my circle respect the fact that like you have to have a vision. To me, we call it in the metaphysical sense, we call it the ethers. So when you think, your thoughts exist on an invisible plane, right? But your thoughts could actually go beyond you. It's almost like when you're a really creative person and you think of an amazing idea, you think that idea gonna wait for you to implement that? No, there are a bunch of people on your level that think the same way. So Michael Jackson knows Prince is a fellow genius. I know that nigga thinking of the same shit. So nope, I gotta hurry up and do this immediately because otherwise it's gonna go. For real, like you gotta catch, it's almost like catching a butterfly. You gotta catch that as quick as possible and do what you're gonna do with it, or you may never think of it again.
Do you remember the first time you caught your first butterfly?
That's an amazing question. Do I remember the first time I caught my first butterfly? You know, interestingly enough, it goes back to Michael Jackson. Like, important Shad lore is that one day, 4 years old, I was four. I think I was graduating from preschool or something like that, but I just remember the song of that season was Speechless from Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And he said, he was having a water balloon fight in Moscow with some kids, and he felt such pure, immense joy that the second he was done with it, that song just came to mind and he wrote it. But to me, it's one of the most beautiful songs on earth. And when I heard it, it was the domino that I was like, I want to do this. I want to learn how to create something that impacts people this way. And so it always goes back to that song. I can't remember the first song I wrote, but I could remember that's the first song that made me realize like I want to do this.
I want to hear what mommy said like back then, because obviously,
Oh my God.
if you was four, like what did she say when you were growing up and forming into the now Shad?
No man, shout out to my family, shout out to my parents and my sister because I'm the only Shad in this family. Like I'm the only person like this. But one thing I will say is they never told me like, don't pursue your dreams. They just like any Caribbean parents, any black parents, they always like, you sure this what you want to do? how you gonna live off of this? But I always been very much I respect legends. By that I mean anyone that's ever done something great in their life. I read their stories, I study their game, and I know that this barrier, this backlash, this doubt that comes from other people, it's all just a test. You're always constantly being tested to see how badly you really want this thing. And so I'm not deterred at all by other people's doubts. And my family knows that. And what helps me now is people realize when Shad say he gonna do something, it actually gets done. So they know like, okay, fine, we can't stop him, but at least, like you said, he is on that billboard and in that commercial and on the radio and on that stage and stuff like that. Like, I'm making my dreams come true, and so people know they can't stop that.
Of course. Like, where do you see yourself going in the next 5 to 10 years?
Man, I won't lie. I feel like I in a rocket, and I in that phase where like the smoke and the steam is coming from the base of the rocket, and I can feel that it's about to take off. And my favorite part about it as a creative is I know this is all self-induced. If you stop in the middle of your come up, people will just let you die. They'll let you go. No one's gonna force you to blow up. But once you do blow up and you become this big force, if you stop, other people will die. The people that believe in you, the people that work for you now, that depend on you and stuff like that. So it's this interesting phase right now where I know I'm gonna blow up, but I'm gonna blow up because I built the rocket and I put the fuel in it, and I'm learning the game, and so I'm just looking forward to it. I want to be one of the greatest entertainers of all time, like somewhere in there. Like, some people don't want that, I've realized, and some people are ashamed to say it out loud. With me, I want to do that, so that's the goal.
I love that. So where can the people find you?
Well, easy. First of all, hopefully one day you could find me pretty much everywhere. I'm talking, I want to be in the most rural of towns, like third world, fourth world countries. I want you to see me on bootleg Coca-Cola cans. Like, find me everywhere, but to make it easier, Shad_Fer, F-E-R. Always remember there's a space between the Shad and the Fer. It's called the first and the last name. And then Shad_Fer on TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. Please, like, that support means a lot. And by time as you see this, that means hopefully my website is launched, because I want you guys, if you follow me and you support me, I'm gonna make sure you're rewarded very, very sufficiently for being a part of my journey. So please tag along, it's gonna be fun.
Thank you, Shad. You know it's always a great time with you.
Thank you for having me, ma'am.
Of course.
It's been a pleasure.
And bye, guys. Thank you for listening to me and Shad Fer. Toodles!